Titletown, Texas, the Aledo Bearcats are trendsetters. An unprecedented run of 7 titles since 2009, and the first of many programs where the athletic director is going back to coaching, with the perfect ambassador of Aledo doing the flip-flop from head coach to AD. We sat down with coaching royalty. I'm noticing a trend around the state. Athletic directors want to be coaches. Coaches want to be athletic directors. What is going on here?
I wanted to be a coach. Now, I've been the AD for 26 years and got out of coaching for a little while, and I really missed it. And Steve wanted to be an AD, and I thought it was a good time for me to go back into coaching.
Well, the job was open. We needed one. And I'm stupid enough to think Carl Allen was the best guy for the job. There's not a better place on earth to coach. There's not a better place. I mean, I don't argue with anybody that wants to argue that. And so, you know, it's just a perfect little old switch. When you went to the AD, you thought you made a mistake, like right out of the box, right?
Well, it was, I knew within very quickly that I missed coaching, and I'd get down on the sideline thinking I was just going to watch for a while. Next thing I know, I was trying to coach, and I'd have to tell Steve, I'm sorry. And I'd try to get away and have to go to the press box. And what Steve will realize, what you can't replace in the AD job when you go to be an AD is being around the kids.
Big shoes to fill, because he actually, even though you built this thing, he's got a better winning percentage than you did. He only had 4 losses in 5 years.
I don't know anybody who has a better win percentage than he does. As much as he thinks he's going to rely on me to help him be an AD, I've already told him, you're going to be our defensive consultant, because I have not worried about defensive football since 2002.
Yeah, well, I owe him everything. You know, he's the reason that I came to Aledo. He's the reason my children call Aledo home.
When he took over the program got better. You know, he liked to say it was a good program when he took over and all that stuff, but it really got better. I have more respect for him than any other football coach I've ever been around.
Tying a state record of 8 state championships seems like a long way from 1993, when the first Coach Buck era began. Aledo had just 17 football players, and he was the 5th coach in 4 years.
You know, the stadium was condemned whenever I got here. The visitor bleachers, we had to tear them down. We were in a sheet metal building with no air conditioning, not enough lockers. We had 1 weight bar to lift weights with. I mean, we started from scratch. It's a community that wants us to win, is one of the things that makes it so good.
The state championships, the rings, that's the tradition, but that's not the most important part, is it?
Yeah, now don't get me wrong, I love winning, and I love winning state championships, but that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is just seeing the kids grow up and turn out to be good young men and young women.
And this place is just unique. You know, right now we're a one-school community, and everybody's a Bearcat. You know, everybody's black and orange, and there's nobody pulling that rope in a different direction, so it's special.
Do you feel like you're getting the keys to a Ferrari here? I mean, you still got a Bishop at quarterback. I mean, that's probably going to be the case forever here, because there's probably more on the way. Chase McClellan, probably the best running back in the state going to OU. JoJo Earl.
It's a heck of a lot better than the team I got when I came in 1993. I'll promise you that. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, to not just to get to coach again, but to coaching Aledo, get to work for Steve, who I know what his passion for athletics is, and then a good superintendent, Dr. Bone.
It's kind of a tradition around here. You know, we're expected to go to state. It's high standards, but we live up to it, and we love it.
Jake Bishop, from the world-famous state title Bishop family, led the Bearcats to his first state championship at quarterback, and now gets to be like his brothers and play for Coach Buck.
They say he's probably a little bit tougher than maybe Wood. You know, maybe speaks a little bit more. But I mean, I think we'll handle it. You know, I think it'll be good for us.
A special guy. You know, he started us all for Aledo, so I'm just glad we get to play for him last year.
What does Steve Wood mean to you?
Coach Wood, that's a special guy right there. I love him to death. He did everything for me. I did everything for him.
The parents allow us to work their kids extremely hard, and it's not that way all over the state. And I think that's one of the reasons that we continue to get better.
I hear coaches when we're about to play them, they say the first thing we've got to do is get over that Bearcat factor. You know, we got to feel like we're going to win. Well, our kids truly, I believe this, feel like when they walk out there, they're going to win. And it's not that way everywhere, and it's not an easy thing to create.
What would it mean to win a 9th state championship? Because we know what that means historically in this state.
Anytime you win a state championship, it's something special. It doesn't matter if it's your first or ninth. But to set ourselves apart from all the others would be very special. Very special for these kids, very special for this school district. That's our plan. I mean, now we got to work the plan.
You know these two will be standing proud, arm to arm, when Aledo wins its record 9th state title, separating from this prestigious bunch of six-mans Richland Springs, Katy, South Lake Carroll, and Salina, a 5-way tie with 8 state championships, which is most in state history. Coach Buck, no doubt, is a Texas treasure. To think he's been trying to retire for a decade to sell turf for football stadiums. We are glad that he is back on the sidelines.